So today we're going to do a Sports Mix Premium Dog Food review. It's a Sports Mix, high energy, it's 24% protein, 20% fat. It's balanced with omega-6s and omega-3s and whatever, 100% guaranteed this and that. Without further ado, let's get into the ingredients. We'll get into the ingredients and then we'll break it down. So first it says meat meal. That's the first corner, meat meal. Meat meal, they will say that meat meal could be like rendered animals like dogs from the shelter, this and that. But I'm 100% sure, based on my own just personal feelings and intelligence, that the meat meal just means that they will use any meat that they have available that day. Could be beef, could be chicken, could be a combination of the two, could be pork, could be lamb, could be some horses, maybe, possibly. But that's why they put meat meal there, because depending on what they have available, they'll use that as a source of meat. Next, it has corn. By saying corn, that means it's whole kernel corn, I believe. Corn is high in carbohydrates and has a little bit of protein in it. Corn is not for all dogs. We don't have any issues here at Cobb Kennel. We have no skin issues, no allergies. So basically we can use corn. Next is preserved with tocopherols. I don't really know what that is. I think it's like some vitamins or something. I forget. Sorry, I got to look it up. But I think it's a good thing. I know QB and Kennel guy said that the tocopherols are good. Next you have rice. Maybe it's whole rice. Maybe it's rice bran. But rice is a good ingredient. In Asia, that's the number one thing they feed dogs is rice. They'll feed a dog rice and nothing else. And after that rice, you have chicken byproduct meal. Chicken byproduct meal is the ground up leftover pieces of chicken. And that byproduct meal is high in protein. So that's a good thing. And next you have dried beet pulp. Beet pulp is a good fiber. It's a good vegetable. It's low in sugar, because obviously you have all that corn and that rice in there. And next you have white fish meal. Whenever they list the type of fish it is, that's a good thing. So I guess they're getting some shipments of the white fish. And that's why we have these high omega-6s and omega-3s. One of the omega-6s and omega-3s come from fish. Fish is always good for dogs and their skin and their coat. And then next you have flaxseed. Flaxseed is omega-3s or 6s, one of them. I don't know which one it is. Do your research. Don't ever take my word for it. Do your own research. So all in all, what I would say about this food, I like the fact that it has the fish meal. I like the fact that it has the meat meal. It has the corn and the rice and the beet pulp. I don't know how I really feel about that, but what I can say is that this food is 20% fat. Anytime you have a food that's 20% fat, that leads me to believe that this food is half meat, because it will be hard to get all that fat in there if it wasn't half meat. Even if it's a lot of carbs mixed with half fat from chicken. Dogs love fat. Fat is very good for dogs. They love it for energy. Rice is good for dogs. The only thing I would say about this dog is this food is, I just realized how all the ingredients, and I will say that this food is very rich. So when you first give it to your dogs, it gives them a little bit of runs, I guess. Because, it's very rich. That's why if you watch the preview before, I said we mix it. But it's a very rich dog food. It only has 375, I call it calories per cup. 370 calories per cup, which leads me to believe that it's very low in carbohydrates, low in sugars, and really high on the fat level. Because if it was a mostly corn dog food or mostly grain dog food, you will be looking at 400 plus carbs. That's it for Sports Mix.